Shalakia. But this devil was trying to cause a scene, you know, so hey, I approach him in the spirit. Okay. So let's go right here to Psalm 64. It says, it's Psalm 64:5. It says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. Okay, and that's a wicked thing. Evil goes into a bad time. Okay, so if you have somebody that you were, you know, that you were following, okay, because of the information that you were receiving from them, okay, they were leading you down a path that was profitable for you, okay, and you relied on the information that they were giving you, okay, that's an evil thing. That's a bad time. Now your life is going to get harder because they're taking away the shepherd, okay, and the scripture talks about smite the shepherd and the sheep scatter, okay, so this is what Esau is trying to do in the spirit, and again, you know, you can do nothing against the truth but for it, but you know, a lot of people look at that, you know, views and things of that nature as, you know, something to hang their hat on, okay, and really it's not. Okay, what you're seeing, you know, there's far more that are with us than we see, right? As Isaiah said, there's more of us, there's more with us than with them. Okay. So they encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Okay, and the script and the articles say that you're not even allowed to see the things that they've written about you online, right? So there's a secret code, you know, probably, you know, the rich or the elite, you know, can see is on their computer, right? Like a premium feature, you know, that only for them, okay? You don't know because you don't have those things. This is what we're getting into. This is the system that we're getting into, right? We're getting into a Hunger Games type system. Okay, where they have advanced information and you know, they're only giving you a part of the story. Okay, and information is critical, okay, because having the correct information allows you to make a good decision. Okay, and Esau knows that. So Sarah Westall, right, she told on her own people. Okay, it says, I'll jump down, Psalm 64:8. It says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So Sarah Westall just told on her own people, her own tongue fall upon herself. And she may not be an Edomite. She looked like one, okay, but it's not all about the look. Okay, look is a good, you know, it's a clue, right? It's a, you know, it really looking won't profit. Okay, you got to get in there and actually test the spirit, okay? So she said, Sarah Westall says they were filtered quietly, deliberately by a system you were never meant to notice. It says Westall is a journalist with more than 1,500 episodes and 100 million downloads. She is now suing Google in an antitrust case with one goal: force into open court the actual mechanism behind the shadow banning and the hand that operates it. And Sarah Westall, she's really kicking against the pricks, okay? Because they'll never, you know, that shit is never gonna happen. It ain't supposed to happen, okay? What happened in Canada is gonna happen everywhere, okay? This thing is going down. There's gonna be no more talking. Okay, the Lord is just going to bring forth judgment, okay, because the talking is over with. All right, it's only so long you could talk to somebody. Right? Matter of fact, let me get it right here. Right, there's only so much talking you can do. Titus 3:10. They said a man that is a heretic. Matter of fact, let's get this in a blue letter. Okay. It say a man that is a heretic. Let's look at that word heretic. Okay, a heretic is Strong's G141. It says schismatic, a schism. Okay. What is it? Let's look it up in a Merriam-Webster. Okay, because obviously they don't like this word. So we'll see why they don't like it. A heretic, okay, is a person whose beliefs or actions seriously oppose or deviate from general accepted orthodox doctrines. Okay, so the opposition. Okay, if you're opposed to the truth, you're a heretic. Okay, a witch. All right. Heretic, one who differs in opinions from an accepted belief or doctrine. So it say a man that is a heretic, okay, who has a different opinion. After the first and second admonition, reject. Okay, so there's only so much talking you can do. Okay, until the Lord is just going to reject everybody. Okay, anybody who didn't get sealed with that mark in their head, right? Matter of fact, let me get it. Anybody that didn't get that Pt.2, that marking of exemption that Ezekiel was talking about, it's Ezekiel 9:4. It said, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai say unto them, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Okay, so if you're not sealed with that mark of exemption, right? Let's look at the mark, because that's a different mark than in the mark of the beast. Okay, this is a different mark. Right, this mark is a Pt.2. Okay, it says a sign of exemption from judgment. Okay, so if you didn't receive that mark, you're not exempt from judgment. You're a heretic. Okay, and you're about to be rejected from the Lord. Okay, and this is why the Lord got us out here, man. Okay, and he uses Esau, he uses Esau. Okay, because a lot of y'all, was playing with the word. Okay, and the Lord just took it from you. Okay, because you gotta search diligently, man. Okay, I had brothers, that when I first started, I was watching one of the brothers, Pt.2, I believe he's from the I believe that brother's in the Men of Valor. Okay, I used to listen to him hard body when I first came in the truth, helping build me up in the spirit. Because we got a like mind through the spirit, right? We both from the East Coast up top. We both. When I heard it, it was just music to my ears, man. Then all of a sudden, I ain't seen him for years, man. But through the spirit, the Lord guided me back to that when I needed that. Okay, because it all has to be spiritually done, man. Okay, it all has to be spiritually done. But in that time, the Lord allowed me, this brother, new brothers, so I could be built up in a different way. Okay, because you don't want to learn just one, technique, right? If you're a fighter, you want to learn how to grapple, right? You want to learn how to, brawl. You want to know how to box. You want to know how to kickbox. You want to know how to do Muay Thai. The more things you could do, sharper you are, man. Okay, so this is how the Lord build it up like that. Okay, but the point of that is, you have to be diligent. Okay, or else you'll lose these things. Right? If you go to the gym, you start working out, and you lose those gains. Okay, and this is how the Lord will do it to you. And he uses Esau for that. But I just wanted to bring this out, to show you this is what's going on. If you're wondering, because I remember somebody put on my channel, wow, this is a good video. I wonder why you only have so many views. Why doesn't everybody? And I listen. If you got it, it's for you. Okay, don't worry about everybody else. So this is the mindset that you have to, have. Okay, you want to be spiritual about things. Okay. But this is just an edifying video. Hopefully it'll build you up, you know, to understand what's going on in the spirit. Okay, this is the battle being waged in the spirit. Okay, and this is Esau's tools. Okay, it says so this lady has a suit against Google for shadow banning. It says what she's describing doesn't stop at journalists. It reaches small businesses, political candidates, and the comment you left this morning that went nowhere for reasons no one will explain. Okay, so these devils are censoring comments. Okay, all types of things, man. Okay, and why does Esau do that? Because he's a liar. Okay, and this is a beautiful thing. Okay, because this is all prophecy coming to pass as well. All right, let me get that. This is the book of book of Deuteronomy. The book of Deuteronomy 33 and 29. It says, happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee. O people saved by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, the shield of thy help, who is the sword of thy excellency, and thy enemies shall find liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. Okay, and we're seeing this come to pass quickly. Okay, our enemies, starting with Amalek on down to the rest of these Edomite white devils, okay, they're being taken down systematically by the Lord. Okay, and all throughout the world, their credibility is falling, man. Okay, they've been found liars in everything that they're doing, whether it be their AI systems, whether it be their financial system, whether it be their government, whether it be their school system, whether it be their food system, in all facets, they've been found liars, okay? And the Lord is going to allow, he's allowing us to tread on their high places, okay? Now we're going to be exalted as the Israelites, which we truly are, okay? And we'll be at the top, you know, over our enemies in due time, okay? And Esau, you know, he's mad, okay? And he's using everything he can, right? And eventually, he's gonna take it all away, okay? To where you're gonna have the chip, a digital ID, in order to post anything, okay? In order to log in online, on your phone. You're not gonna be able to do this, okay, much longer, okay? And this is all part of prophecy being fulfilled. Okay, and I'm gonna read the prophecy and I'm gonna close it out. This is the book of this is the book of Amos 8 and 11. Okay, it says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is his true name, and those are the names that you're going to have to call on. Okay, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Okay, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. And it's already started in Canada. Okay, again, the bill C9, C-19, something like that. You could just Google it up, right? And it says Bible hate teachings in Canada. It just passed throughout the whole government. So it's gonna it's gonna be enacted next month, I believe, on the 19th. Okay, July the 19th. Matter of fact, today might be the first of the month. Okay, so this month, in 2 weeks, a little more than 2 weeks. Okay, you're not gonna be able to teach these teachings anymore in Canada. So this prophecy is coming to pass. Okay, and call Allah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. And this is how we know that we ain't gonna be out here too much longer. Okay, after 2 to 3 admonitions, you niggas is being rejected, man. And good for you. Okay. So the word of the Lord, okay, the Lord is going to take away the word. It said there'll be a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. Okay, and we already in, the article that I just showed you is a type of famine. Okay, they hiding your food. Okay, they taking away, your daily allowance. Okay, they're taking away the bread and water, man. Right, because these people are nothing but murderers. Okay, and misery loves company. The brother just did a lesson on it. Misery loves company. And Esau don't want y'all to repent. Okay, he don't want y'all to hear the good news. He wants y'all to die with him. And you know what? The Lord want 2/3 of you, call all Yahweh. The Lord want 2/3 of you niggas to die with him too. Okay? So there's gonna be a famine of hearing the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the true teachings, the true doctrine. It said, and they shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. So you're gonna have a lot of people from Canada coming down to hear the word. Okay? They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and shall not find it. Why? Because they're gonna do the same thing here. Okay, because there's not going to be an uproar in Canada over this. Okay, and these elite, when they go to their next gathering, hey, they're going to implement it everywhere. They're going to say, well, Canada, how did that happen? What's the, let us see the numbers, right? Was there any uprising? Did any groups come together, to formulate a plan? They're going to say, nope, nothing happened. Everything's going on just as we planned, Dr. Evil. All right. We're going to bring this everywhere then. So, it's going to happen very soon. Okay? So it say, in that day shall the fair virgins and the young man faint for thirst, right? Because you ain't going to have the water. It says, they that swear by the sin of Samaria and say, thy power, O Dan, liveth, the manner of Beersheba liveth, even they shall fall and never rise again. So all y'all that put y'all trust in this place, ain't gonna be too much long for you, okay? And this devil is hiding the truth, through his algorithm or, through his soothsaying, whatever the hell he got over there, man. This devil is a piece of garbage, okay? And it ain't gonna be too much longer for him, all right? So I'm gonna end it as always by giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, God. Double honor to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone, rule well and teach well. And shalom to the elect.